we definitely want to offer people a very successful weight loss solution. We want to make sure that the solution is safe. We want to make sure that the operation is relatively simple to do, but also that the recovery is faster, so you can get from surgery to going back to work and being a mom, a dad, brother and sister as quickly as possible, going back to your life as quickly as possible. At the same time, we want to make sure if anything goes wrong, we can step in and fix it. We want to make sure the the margins of error is very small, and that those errors are not life-threatening. So that's, in a nutshell, that's what we're going to be talking about, is the ESG. We're going to talk about its success, overwhelming success. It's the reason why it's becoming a very common option for weight loss for many people. We want to talk about the success rate as high as 97%. We want to talk about those 3% of people that come back with weight regain and lack of restriction, not feeling full, and what can we do to help them, and what can they do on their own to prevent that from happening. So to be successful, the ESG is a very, very useful, very efficient tool for losing weight. The safety profile is very, very good. 5%, less than 5% chance of complications, of which major complications are less than 1%. In our practice, we have less than 0.1% risk of major complications. And our success rate is higher than the national average. We're close to 99% success with weight loss and achieving goals. Now, that's not good enough for us. We want to make it 100%. We want to make sure that everybody that comes in here achieves their goal. So let's break it down into what we as patients can do to succeed, what we as the doctors or the surgery centers can do to help you succeed. So one of the most important factor for succeeding with weight loss is still our eating behavior. So we have to make sure that we really are very disciplined about eating, knowing what portion control is. It's easier said than done, but when we first had the ESG, the stomach is in such a very small size, it forces us to go down to the basics of, hey, how much food do I really need to survive? And that's when you start realizing, wow, I don't need more than 4 ounces or 6 ounces max at a meal. And I want us to remember what those portions look like. I recommend buying portion plates, portion spoons during that initial phase. And when that sense of tightness and restriction is a little bit better, we have to stick to that same portions. We need to train ourselves not to wait for that signal of, oh, I'm full, before we stop eating. Why? Because that sensation is already a stretch. The stomach is already stretched. So and also our ability to sense that gets numbed. It gets weaker and weaker with time. So today I felt stretched with 6 ounces. Next month I might just need 8 ounces to feel that sensation. So it becomes stretched and stretched even more with time. So portion control and knowing and having the discipline to say, you know what, that's what I'm going to eat is going to be very important. Basic things like don't eat and drink at the same time. Why? Because you're going to end up eating more and drinking more than you think you will. And that will cause your stomach to stretch and will cause the sutures to break. It will also cause the stomach around the suture to start stretching as well. So very important. Now, we have programs in place to get feedback from you. So if you feel like, oh my God, the first couple of months I was getting full with 4 ounces, but now it sounds like I need more. Don't wait until the weight start coming back. give us a call and say, you know what, I'm having some, issues with restriction. I don't feel restricted anymore. Well, let's see what we can do. We can take a look. We can look at the sutures. We can, put more sutures in, make things a little bit more restricted for you. But at least you're avoiding the next step, which is overeating and going on a weight gain curve that's a lot more difficult to bring back. That's going to be very important. The third thing is we now have new techniques to suture the stomach from the inside in 3 layers rather than 1 or 2 layers. So we have a somewhat of a safety margin. We want to make sure, for example, that the stomach is made into a shorter tube, but also that it's made into a narrow tube with 2 extra layers of sutures on top. That way, when the stomach is getting stretched, it's being held by 2 configurations of sutures in 3 layers. Based on our initial experience, this offers way better weight loss, quicker, and it's more durable. Finally, it's very important that we don't have a permanent surgical or procedure-based solution for weight loss. We see people after gastric bypass coming back with weight regain. We see people with gastric sleeve coming back with weight regain. Therefore, based on the way the stomach is made, based on how it is, the stomach has an ability to stretch, regardless of what you do to it. Secondly is the sutures that we use can break if we try hard enough. Think about it. Even if you're not overeating and you're not drinking at the same time as eating, your portions are great, your stomach is always moving. So it's always rubbing against the sutures, and those sutures can pop out. We've had situations where the suture did not break, but popped out. And that will make you lose your sense of tightness as well. So don't blame yourself. Don't, beat yourself up. I messed up. No, just give us a call and we will absolutely take care of you. So finally, the ESG is a very effective tool for weight loss. It's very safe. It offers a faster recovery. And we have the biggest experience in the entire world in doing ESG here at Ideal Body Institute. We want to make sure you know that we're going to be there for you when you're succeeding, when your weight goal has been achieved, and also if you have any problems losing weight, we're going to be there for you. We have so many tools. Give us a call at 678-466-6760 or visit us at idealbodyinstitute.com or georgiasurgicare.com. Thank you.